Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the East Carolina Pirates. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Pirates will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia State's offense will go to work first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they'll knock him down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They're facing a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. The Pirates offense will get the ball for the first time. The offense changing the play. Brown wants to pass. Wasting no time taking a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. Snags it on the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, ECU!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ellis. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And what are they cooking up on 2nd and short? 3 receivers lined up to the left. To throw, it's Duggar. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his fingers side to side and say, no, no, no.
And the Panthers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Reads it, fires complete. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Gonna run it. It's Montgomery. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground.
Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's all. His 2nd interception. In this college football season, offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Duggar. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the run. Oh, the big fella running to glory. At the 30. Running inside the 20. return, not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. East dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back swinging for the goal line. His way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Purple Pirates.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Makes the grab, and he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Erickson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Rides the back on the option, the give. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Completes it in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Montgomery. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period will be a second down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, East Carolina. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
He'll bring it out. It's Anger. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Back to pass, it's Duggar. He's got him. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what he did.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his man. It's Washington. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. On the run, it's Montgomery. And he never had a chance. Just stop. As soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
It's on target and complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Brown will throw it. Got his man down the middle. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Pirates are flying down the field. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Going up top. Touchdown, Pirates! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Anger. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. To the air, it's Duggar. Under fire. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. He's in open space downfield.
Return is tackled out at the 41. And your East Carolina Pirates.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Throws to the back. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over 43. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Get it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 35. Makes a move. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Might be changing the route. Brown wants to pass. Throwing right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. All right, let's get it. Right. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Rodgers. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He's got it on the run. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
Touchdown, ECU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Coming out with it, it's Anger. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They're working that left side. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
Hey. Defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations, so I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It is good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville.
Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Pirates just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Makes the catch. It's Reynolds. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after they catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
On to attempt the try. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Eastern Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anger. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Finds the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easy...
Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage. Out to the 39-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Erickson. Tackle is made, but how about the toughness with this junior just standing in the fire and delivering the ball? And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Gets the back moving. He'll set up to throw. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Back to pass on second down. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets past the marker. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Duggar. Got his man on the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Washington. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
Ready to try the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Looking for space. It's Montgomery. Turning it on. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Brown wants to pass. The sure hands. It's Montgomery. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Quick completion to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Pressure coming. Finds his tight end. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, East Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Ellis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the defender. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snagged on the outside, it's Williams. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. That's caught. It's high. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So first down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Brown will throw it. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Pirates. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Lacey. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sets up the screen. Crosses to 35. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Lacey. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
He leaves it with his back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
When you talk about creating... plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot.
They'll go to the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, ECU. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to it. Start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Makes it past the marker. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Pirates in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Brown wants to pass. They've got the screen set up. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen, Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there, Watt.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's looking deep. He's got it on the outside. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big... all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Georgia State, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish.